little bit of golf today. We do have Mr. Let's jump straight in. Apologise, it has been 5-6 days since. I do apologise, I've just been going through in regards to my best friend who's and haven't really been playing. Just require me to at least half think when I'm like that. The last thing I want to do is think, so I just know. Alright, let's jump in. As always, everything is kept as default to play the course the way the design meant for it to be played. As always, we are also off the back tees and Mr. Bellamy challenge. Mr. Bellamy picks the pins, and this one's pin set 2. We are off the black tees, and Mr. Bellamy went off the white, so the course does, I believe in all videos, play a little bit shorter for Mr. B, because I don't think he went off the back tees in any of them. And I'm not expecting to have a great round because it's my first game back, like I said, in 5 or 6 days, so
hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to
let's see here.
My name is John McCarthy, and I am oh so glad that you chose to join us for today's event here on the TGC Network. We have a new season upon us here, and this is just the beginning. Lots more action to bring you, but right now, let's get down to that first tee and see how this all unfolds. And about 235 to the pin from here. And I think that's the hybrid. And I think he will be happy with that. This putt's for birdie. Finishing this hole with a solid putt. And starting the round with a birdie.
And we do open up with a birdie, and we are chasing 4 under Mr. Bellamy shot on this one. So a very respectable round by Mr. B. I reckon that's running into the bunker. Ooh. That'll be a nasty guy.
Setting up this shot below the hole. Looks like a 7-iron.
And look at that nasty swing line. That's bunkered.
Well, it's an unfortunate approach shot. Not enough club on that one, I think.
Ooh, that came out really hot.
And that's just a beauty shot out of the sand. And I think par is next. Oh, I thought that was going to go.
And we're going to bogey.
It's about 3 feet to the cup from
Mr.
here.
B, if you will, cue that bogey music. Also, guys, if you like the Golf Club 2019, make sure you check out all the other great and wonderful content creators, such as Jim Beam. Not Jim Beam, but I may be checking that out a bit later. Jim, early 1981, Crazy Canuck,
like it's heading into the fairway.
Ninja _ Prime, Apex Hound, the Light King, formerly
About
known as the Kenton
175
and
yards
Greg
to the
Show.
pin.
North 45, I believe it is. And of course, my personal favourite that's always good for a laugh, Mr. Bellamy.
And going with the 6-iron.
And we're getting a lot of slows, but not expecting to have a cracking first round after a 5-day layoff, so...
I think he'll be happy with that. 16 feet.
Oh, that was way too
Unfortunate.
much. And I think we're going another... Normally
And
takes me
this
like 2
for
rounds
the
to get
bogey.
back into the groove, so...
And after that hole, 1 over for the day. Next hole we have before us is a par 3. Let's see what happens.
Oh, that's it. Way too much.
And not the best approach shot. Bit too much club on that. And this putt could save par. And as we look at the leaderboard, our current leader today is sitting at 1 under. That's a score to beat. I think he'll like that.
Ah, that's bunkered.
Yeah, I think he'll like that.
Somehow we do avoid the bunker there. And too much.
And 13 feet to go here.
I perhaps should have went with the flop then, but I didn't.
Oh my land, that was very close. And he's going to stay right there where he was on the leaderboard. No change in the ranking. And moving on to the 6th here. And here's an 8-iron.
This should be good. Oh, we got a bit of a nasty kick, but we're still alright. Bang on for
He is on.
distance.
And this for the birdie. And just missing. And this one's about 4 feet from the cup. And that putt drops
I'm
on
seriously
in for par.
hoping this is
And
me just warming up and it's not going to be one of those
after
days
that
where
hole.
I'm just missing birdies.
Okay, and let's see what the 7th has in store.
Look at that nasty swing line.
And about 190 yards to the pin.
190.
And here's a 3-iron.
And that's way long.
Well, that's no good as far as approaches go. Too much club, I think.
Oh. Oh, come on.
Setting up about 12 feet away. And that one dropped. Oh, they're going to stay right where they are in 8th place in the standings.
Alright, let's try and make a difference here.
And there's a long bomb, folks. Look at that.
Let's see if we can turn the tides a little bit. I did try.
And he will like that. And about 105 yards to the pin. And that approach is on the green, but quite lengthy putt ahead. Just missing here.
And I just missed, that's fine.
And this one's for par. And 1 over for the day after that hole. And next up is a par 4, folks. And this will go far.
That could be in the rough.
Okay, about 140 yards to go.
140.
Going with the pitching wedge here. And he's on the green. And this one's a 9-footer. Oh my gracious, that was close. And it's about a few feet from the cup. And the par putt drops. And +1 on the day after that hole. And now setting up for the next par 4 hole. Well, I think this one's going to find short grass.
And that's what I get for not checking. Because that was definitely a 2-wood.
From 130 yards out. Going with a pitching wedge here. And with that, he will be putting. And this putt's for birdie. And a nice putt there. And after that one, he's going to go down to even par. And now setting up for the par 4 tee off. It appears to be heading for the fairway here. And this is about a 105-yard shot to the pin. And I think he's going to like that.
Shouldn't have put any
This
loft
putt's
on
for
that.
birdie. Oh my goodness. And this putt's for par. And with that, he will move into a tie for the top spot. And moving along now on the 12th hole. Yeah, I think this one's going to find the fairway. And about 180 yards to the pin. And going with the 7-iron on this one. And with that, he's on the green. And 11 feet to go here. And that one drops for the birdie. And after that, he's still tied for first. All right, let's see what happens on the 13th hole here. Well, so far so good for this one.
Once I can stop these slows, I'll be a lot better.
And this next shot is set up above the hole. Going with the 6-iron. You know, this one's
And a
close
slow
call.
slow.
This could be in the rough.
So best we can hope for here is the par.
And that one's going to miss the green.
And barring a miracle, we're picking up a bogey.
Oh, and that putt will go for par. And as we check the standings, he's still in first after that one. And setting up now on the 14th hole. And he's got to be happy with that. And about 9 feet to go here. For the birdie. And no change in his leaderboard status after that hole. And moving on to the 15th hole. Well, this one's looking pretty good. And about 230 yards to the pin.
This may be long, but
And
could
I
find
think
that bunker
he is
too.
going to fly the green. And I don't think that was the intended result for that approach shot. Too much club. And with a shot like that out of the sand, you can be sure they are thinking birdie next shot.
Yeah.
And that'll drop to birdie. And 3 under for the day after that one. And that also means he is in first place on the leaderboard.
Oof.
And here's
Oh,
the
look at that
6
nasty
iron.
swing. That's not too bad.
Nice shot. I think you'll like that. And about 13 feet away here.
I might have to start a GoFundMe page to help me buy a new controller.
Oh my goodness, that was close. This one looks about 4 feet. And that one drops for par. And today currently sitting at 3 under par. Okay, and setting up on the 17th tee. Ooh, look at that drive go. And let's see how this one goes. They're setting up below the hole. You know, this
And
one's
it stays
questionable
here.
as to where it's going to end up. Well, I don't think they meant to do that on the
That's
approach.
my luck.
Too much club. Okay, and now let's take a peek and see what's happening on the leaderboard. And after that one, he's still holding on to the first place spot. And now teeing up for the final hole of the round.
Wow. I don't know how to play this one.
And nicely done, looking like we'll have some fairway here.
I risk giving myself a real crappy shot if I do this. And a plate is safe.
And from 160 yards out.
Alright, let's see.
Going with the 9-iron here. And I think he's gonna like that. Ooh, I thought that was gonna
And
go.
of course we just missed, so...
And this next putt for a 69 on the final round. And that putt drops for par. And this event is over, and he will take it for himself, winding up number one.
Mr. B does win
job.
the opening round by 1 stroke.
And that is it for me here, folks, from all of us here at the TGC Network. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next time.
But I wasn't really expecting too much first round back, so... Also, guys, I do have more designer series coming up, hopefully starting that either later today or tomorrow. Okay, as always, guys, everything's set as default to play, of course, the way the designer has meant and designed it to be played. We are off the black tees. Mr. Bellamy went off the blue, which makes the course play a little shorter for him. And the pin set selected by Mr. B is pin set number 3.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is John McCarthy, and I'm giving you all of the welcomes for joining us today here at this event, brought to you by the TGC Network. This next event is 1 round only, so every single shot counts here, folks. Let's get down there now and see what happens. And there you have it, folks. First drive of the event. Well, this one's looking like it's finding the fairway.
And the score we're chasing on this
200
is,
yards to the pin.
Mr. Bellamy shot 3 over on this, I believe, if memory serves me correctly.
Going with the 4-iron here.
No way, that's pulling back in. Got a bit of a nasty swing line, but it wasn't too bad.
And this one's for birdie. Ooh, and just inches away from greatness.
Hey, Mr. B, how are we?
And for the par.
Oh, I'm getting there, mate.
And starting the round off with a par.
And I have been enjoying those
the
fishing
second hole to
videos.
tee off. And he's probably going to like that.
I've actually been looking at a
to the pin.
couple of fishing games on the PS4, so never know.
And that shot will be on the green with a fairly lengthy putt ahead. Oh, and it just didn't drop. And about 5 feet to go here.
Don't worry about him, Mr. B.
And a good putt.
He might whinge and complain about it, and that's fine, but there's a lot of us who do enjoy your videos.
And now the third hole tee off. And I am pretty sure he's going to like that.
Oh, yes, he will, Mr. B, because I've got a little surprise for him. And he ain't going to like it. Because I'm going to make a video doing his courses, and I'm going to pick the absolute crap out of him because he's not as good as what he thinks he is. He's a decent designer, but he's not as good as what he thinks. And I'll poke holes in all his stuff. No, he's decent. He's not great.
Well, I'm not quite sure where this one's going to end up.
His courses do have a lot of issues. Trust me.
And that one is on the green with quite a bit of real estate to make up on that next putt.
Even better, he'll be really hurt by the videos I make then. Spoiled little rich kid.
And this for the par. And that would have been for par, just missed. Okay, and let's have a look at the leaderboard. And +1 on the day after that hole. And now teeing off on this par 4.
Oh, the video you did for him was, yeah, funny as I completely enjoyed it. I got a good laugh out of that.
And this shot's looking promising.
Yes, I am slowly working my way to a Skulls course.
And this next shot setting up significantly below the hole. Going with the 8-iron.
That's off the green.
That's just poor luck on that approach. And since he's been hitting those greens pretty regularly today, he's probably not going to feel too bad about that.
I'm not holding my breath on it. For the simple fact, all the 2K games that were released this
And
year,
if this putt drops, they can save
like
par.
wrestling,
And that putt drops.
NFL,
And that hole is going to allow
and
them to move up in the standings.
NBA,
Okay, let's see what the fifth has in
they've
store
had
for us.
nothing but complaints about. So I'm actually going to hold my thoughts on it till I actually play it. Of course, if they don't pick, all their games this year have had really bad ratings. They're still having trouble with the wrestling game they brought out.
A lot of work to do to sink the next putt.
NBA, they're still having heaps of problems with. Yeah, I've ordered the deluxe edition, but
This looks like around a 4-footer, I'd say.
yeah.
And that par putt will drop. And after that hole, he is moving up on the leaderboard. And now we find ourselves on the 6th hole tee off. And just a huge drive here. And about 150 yards to the pin.
Surely there'd have to be a video out there somewhere of someone showing you how to use the lake designer, Mr. B.
Going with the 8-iron here.
Oops.
And that approach is on the green with some distance left.
Yeah, no, I'm enjoying the fishing videos. Of course, I've even
Oh, that was close. This one's about 3 feet from the cup.
well, if Dylan doesn't know,
And after that hole, one over for the day. And he's also tied for 9th on the leaderboard.
no one will. But yeah, I've even been looking at a couple of fishing games on the PS4, so
And nothing wrong with that shot. From about 135 yards out.
oh, nice.
And he'll be happy with that. And this is for birdie. And finishing the hole with a solid putt. And that hole will bring him down to even par.
I haven't been playing golf much
Teeing
lately
off
just
on the
because
par 5.
with my best friend who's really not well at the moment, it's sort of been
Yeah, this is looking fairway bound.
affecting me mentally somewhat, so I've been playing a lot of games where I just haven't had to think, where I've just can just play, and yeah, so Ah. Not good at all. Well, that really sucks. But on the positive side, Mr. B, you're getting a little bit of overtime out of it, so
14 feet away.
and I just didn't hit that one.
And this for the par. Solid putt. And after that hole, he will stay at even par. Okay, and on to the 9th. Going with the 3-iron. And I think you'll like that. And this for the birdie.
I was actually on checking out one of Kent's courses
Ooh, it looked close. Just didn't go.
last week, I think it was.
3 feet away.
And I noticed he had a heap of new courses, so I think he's just been busy designing, so...
And he's going to stay right where he is, even par after that one. And teeing off on this par 4.
Not too sure what's happened with Greg, but yeah, like, Kent's just been super busy designing by the looks of it. Oh, that's too much. Yeah, no, I miss their live streams too.
175 yards away here. And looks like a 6-iron.
Don't tell Dylan you have to settle for his, he'll report your channel.
11 feet to the cup. And this shot is looking scary good right now. And that one will go for birdie. And he's going to move up in the standings after that hole. Okay, now moving on to the 11th.
And I didn't even watch all of your video for Escal's course, because I... wanted to be surprised when I do play it, so I watched the first 2 or 3 holes and watched the last hole, so that's all I've seen.
This is the 3-iron, I believe.
Yes, the PS5 looks very good, and
he's got to be pleased.
I am.
And this one's for
Definitely eyeing one up when they get released.
Ooh, that was very close. And tapping in for par. And with that, he moves into the top spot and will share the lead.
No, with the coronavirus, we've been... we were talking to him the other day, it looks like...
And from 155 yards out.
It's going to be now at least January before we move. So, it sucks, but it's understandable given everything that's going on, so...
And I think he will like that. 14 feet
Now
to
that's
go.
funny.
And tapping in for the putt. And he will fall out of first place after that one.
Yeah, election times are always a bit...
Now, the 13th hole.
that divide people, but...
Well, this one's looking like it's in the fairway. About 100 yards to the pin.
Norway is indeed a very, very
think
beautiful
he will
part
like
of the
that.
world.
And about 12 feet to go to get to that cup. Ooh, and that was very close. Just didn't drop.
Wow, that ran on a mile.
And this putt's for par.
This could be Bogey City here. Mr. B, cue that bogey music if you will.
Bogey. And after that one, let's take a look at the leaderboard. And he's going to drop down 2 spots on the leaderboard after that hole. And setting up now on the 14th tee.
Yeah, I noticed JR commented on one of your videos, which was good to see.
And a promising looking shot here. And about 105 yards to the pin from here.
But is she even on YouTube? That might be the thing, Mr. B. She might not even be on YouTube. Oh, that's well short.
And missing the approach on that one. Just didn't have enough club. This putt's right around a 9-footer. Ooh, inches away.
I do watch stuff on Twitch, but
bogey.
I actually don't stream anything on Twitch. I don't know, maybe Kent and Greg have gone to Twitch. That might be another
And
thing
he's
too.
currently tied for 4th place on the leaderboard. And he's taking this through some brush here. And pretty sure he's going to like that.
Yeah, but I thought they would have at least said, oh, you know, they're moving there or something. Oh, I definitely shouldn't have lofted that.
I think he'll like that. And this putt is for birdie. And a nice putt. And that performance will bring him down to even par. And setting up on the 16th tee.
I look forward to seeing those videos.
Pretty sure he's going to like that one. This one's about 3 feet away. And that one goes in for the bird. And with that, he will move into a tie for first. Okay, and moving on to the 17th now.
I know there's a NASCAR game coming out on PS that I'm actually looking at because I'm a huge NASCAR fan.
And nothing wrong with that shot from 240 yards out.
Do I want to be long or do I want to be short?
Looks like the hybrid is on display here. And that's
Need for
not
Speed
what
is
they
fun.
wanted on their approach. And this putt is for birdie. And after that one, he's going to stay right where he was on the leaderboard. Teeing it up here on the 18th. And this is a 4-iron.
Ah, that's long.
And, not the intended result, I'm sure, on that approach shot. Too much club on that, I think. And this next putt for a final round score of 70. And finishing the hole with a solid putt.
You never know, Mr. B.
And ladies and
That's
gentlemen, he has won this one.
Once we get settled in the new house and whatnot.
The leaderboard. And that's gonna do it for our
I
broadcast here
am
today.
looking at a
Thank
trip
you
over
very
to the
much
US,
from me
so
and, the team here at the TGC Network. See you next time.
that could be very possible. So hanging out and having a good laugh could be definitely on the cards in the near future. And I think...
Hello and welcome to one and all. My name is John McCarthy, and I couldn't be happier that you chose to join us for this event here on the TGC Network. And the story of this third event of the
yes,
season
many
just
years ago when I was
kick it off.
much younger.
Let's get down to that first tee and see how the story plays out. And there we go. Get those first drive nerves out
Because
of the
I
system.
was actually dating a girl from the US, so I went over there twice to see her.
And I think he will be pleased with that. And about 200 yards to the pin.
Nah, I ain't that smart, Mr. B. I just play hard.
And going with the 6-iron.
Wow, that ran a mile. I was not expecting that much of run.
Well, not a very great approach shot there. Just too much club. And starting the round off with a par, not bad. And now setting up for the par 4. Well, I'm pretty sure this is going to land in the fairway here. About 160 yards to the pin here.
There's a lot of places like that, Mr. B, not just America.
And here's an 8-iron. And not the greatest of swings on that approach shot. Not enough club on that one. And this to save the par. And the putt will drop. And he's going to stay right where he is, even par after that hole. And teeing off on this par 3.
That should be very good.
I think you'll like that. And about 4 feet from the cup. Ooh, almost.
And then I choke on an easy birdie.
For the par.
It's one of those days.
And he's going to stay right there at even par after that hole. And now the 4th hole. And there was some serious power involved in this one.
Oh, you're kidding. Did Did you see that nasty kick? Oh, that's real nasty. No, I don't like playing smart. I like playing my way.
Sand.
I'm a pro wrestler, so I'm not that smart anyway.
Going with the 9-iron.
Oops, way too much.
And missing the approach on that one. And he has not been hitting all that many greens today. That's the trend. Oh! And that chip is in for birdie. And 1 under for the day after that hole. And here we are on the 5th. This one's looking pretty good so far.
If I can actually hit this straight, this should be very good. Still too much.
From 21 feet away.
Yeah, nah, he was a huge man.
And now let's take a look at that leaderboard. And after that. And next up is a par 4, folks.
This could be bunker bound.
Yeah, it's looking like this is bound for the short stuff.
Oh no, that's fine. Maybe. Ah, very good. Oh, come on.
About 15 feet to the cup from here. For the bird.
Yeah, it would have been around 86, 87, somewhere around there.
And let's see what the 7th hole has in store today.
Ooh. Decisions.
Yeah, that's not what you want for your approach. Heyo. And the chip drops. And just like that, he takes a share of the lead. And now the 8th hole. And that was quite a display of power there. And about 145 yards to the pin.
Ooh. Decisions. Let's see.
Going with the 8 iron. I think this shot might be a bit long.
Yeah, that's long and off the green.
Well, that approach shot's not going to be on anyone's highlight reel, I don't think. Too much club on that one. And this putt to save par. Nice little putt. And after that one, 3 under for the day. And on to the 9th hole.
Oh crap. That might be right behind that tree.
I think he's going to like that.
Alright, Mr. B, thank you very much for stopping by, and we will definitely catch up very soon. You take care too, and try not to work too hard. And I'm going to try and get rid of all these slows in my game.
And this putt is for birdie. And a decent putt. And after that one, 4 under is the score for the day. And now setting up for the next par 4 hole. And I think this one's going to find the fairway. And this next shot is setting up below the hole. Going with the 6 iron. And I think he will be happy with that. This putt's about 13 feet from the cup. And tapping it in for the par. And he's still at the top of the leaderboard after that one. And moving on to the 11th hole. And here's a 3 iron.
Ah, that's off the green.
Unlucky on that approach shot. And just not enough club on that one.
And I put nothing behind that, so...
setting up 12 feet away from the cup. Oh, that was very close.
Wow, that ran on a heap.
This one's about 9 feet away. And that one drops for the bogey. And no change for him leaderboard-wise after that hole. And let's see what the 12th has in store. And he will like that. And I think he's gonna like that. Yeah, about 130 yards to go here.
130. It's got to be a 9-iron.
All right, and now he's on. And this putt's for birdie. And finishing this hole out with a solid putt. And currently sitting at 4 under for the day. And now setting up for the par 4 tee off.
I reckon that was a 2-wood.
I think he'll be happy with that. And from here, about 210 yards to the pin. That looks like the hybrid.
Yeah, I didn't think we'd get there, but I really think the 2-wood would have been too much.
Yeah, not the greatest luck on that approach shot. And I would wager the wind had something to do with that. This puts about 3 feet away. Okay, and he's still in first place, ladies and gentlemen.
This is either going to be really good or really bad.
Going with the 3-iron.
And really bad, because there's no way that wind's making up for that. Actually,
well, that was unfortunate.
should be able to save the par.
This one's about 2 feet from the cup. And no change ranking-wise after that hole. And moving on to the 15th here. Oh, I think this one's going to find the short grass. From 115 yards out.
Yeah, I may have
And
been
that
better
approach is
putting
on the
loft,
green. Quite a long putt ahead.
staying with the club I had and putting loft on it, but live and learn.
Ooh, just missing here. And about 9 feet away here. Oh goodness, that was almost in.
So we are picking up a bogey.
This putt is for the bogey. All right, let's take a peek at the leaderboard now. And after that hole, 3 under on the day. And teeing off on this next hole. Wind could be an issue on this one. And, well, I guess we're about to find out. And talk about getting a hold of a drive. This is incredible. From here, 190 yards to the pin. And here's the 6 iron. And I am pretty sure he's going to like that. And this for the birdie. Ooh, that would have been good.
And we could be going another bogey here if we're not careful.
And that putt's going to drop for par.
Grambell the par.
And no change in the standings after that hole. And next up, we have a par 5 hole. And he's probably going to like that.
Ah, that's crap. That's bunkered too.
And he can't be pleased with himself after that one.
I should have played that one smart, but I didn't. And of course that stops nearly stone dead.
From 28 feet out. Right into the cup. Very, very nicely done. And as we check the standings, he's still holding down first place after that one. He appears to be heading for the fairway here. And from 175 yards out. Looks like a 7 iron. And he'll be happy with that. And this next putt is for a final round score of 67. This putt's looking to be about 2 feet. And ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner. He's wound up on top of the leaderboard. This event is over and he is pleased, no doubt about that. And that's gonna do it for us here, folks. We are concluding our broadcast, but not before thanking you for tuning in. And hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for some golf. My name's John McCarthy. So glad you could join us, and I can't wait to get things started here on the TGC Network. And to the folks at home, it's been a pleasure bringing you this coverage for the entire season. We are just about to kick off our final round of the season here. Let's get down there now. Yeah, I think you'll like that. And from 165 yards out.
Let's see what we got. 165. Bit of D-loft. Oh, way short. That could be alright with the D-loft. Yeah, not bad.
And that shot will be on the green with a fair amount of distance to make up to get that next putt in the hole. Oh. And for the par. And that
We'll settle for par on that one.
And starting today's round.
So Mr. Bellamy's won one, I've won one.
And now the second.
And we've tied one. So this is a decider, so to speak.
And just absolutely pounded this drive.
Oh, that's way off.
And in the rough for this next shot.
Well, I ain't gonna help. Oh, that's too much. I will deal off this a bit.
And this putt to save par. And a decent little putt there.
Let me just check
And
what
after
score
that
we're
hole,
chasing on
we'll
here.
stay at even par.
We're chasing a 2 under.
And now let us see what the third hole has in store. This one's looking pretty good.
well, definitely ain't getting there, so... Just play it out over here.
And I think he'll like that. And about 100 yards to the pin from here. That looks like it's going long.
Thought that may have come back a bit more.
And this one's for birdie.
And did not take any break at all.
And they're about 3 feet away here. And after that one, he'll stay at even par. And now teeing off on this par 4. And just a powerful drive here. From about $150. Going with the 8-iron here.
Yeah, that's absolute crap. Look how far I pulled that. That may run off.
Well, not a good approach shot there. And the wind getting the better of them there. Ooh. And that shot just dialed right in there from the fairway. And to save par. And after that hole, he will remain at even par. And setting up for the par 3 hole. And here's a hybrid shot. He's got to be pleased with that. And 18 feet to go here. And now let's take a look and see how things are going on the leaderboard. And after that hole, he will stay at even par. And moving on to the 6th.
I'm going to take this on. Stuff it.
And he's got to be happy with that. And this putt is for birdie. And finishing this one with a good putt. And he's moving in the right direction, moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. And now we find ourselves on the 7th hole tee-off.
Another massive par 5. Bear with me, guys. Just got a phone call. Hey, you.
Nice shot. I think you'll like that. This is heading towards the green. Poor approach shot there. Bit too much club on that one. And this putt to save par. Ooh, that looked good. And it's about a few feet from the cup. And that'll be for bogey. And after that hole, he's going to go up to even par. And he is currently tied for 5th place on the leaderboard. And teeing off on this par 4. And I think he's going to like that. Five feet to go here. And that drops for bogey. And after that one, he has gone down in the standings. And setting up for the par 5 hole.
And I do apologise about that, guys. That was my friend who isn't very well, so if she calls, regardless what I'm doing, I will stop and take time to talk to her.
Well, this one's looking like it's finding the fairway.
That's going to get a nasty kick. Oh no, it didn't, luckily. Had that just run straight, that could have been a much better shot, but it is what it is.
Ooh. And folks, that's how you chip. That will drop for eagle. And he now shares the top spot on the leaderboard.
Oh, way short. You fool! Putting loft on that. That's alright. Let's see what we can do. Oh, that's... Oh.
From 14 feet.
This could be a bogey.
Ooh, just missing here. And this one is for the bogey. And it's time to take a peek at the leaderboard. And after that hole, he will go up to even par. And he's currently tied for second place on the leaderboard. Well, you'll probably like that. And about 235 yards to go. Oh, I'm not too sure about this one. And he's taking this one through some branches.
Hell.
Setting up for a 40-foot putt.
Oh, and I just don't hit it.
And this one for the double. Oh, that was so close.
And it runs them and off the green.
Looking like 9 feet to the cup. And that one will drop. And unfortunately, he will go down in the standings after that one. And now we find ourselves on the 12th.
Alright, let's see if we can pick up our game a bit.
And this drive's just smoking, folks.
And of course I pull it. And off it goes.
And poor luck there. You're probably not too happy about that one.
I think it's
And
safe to say after
save par.
stuffing up that last hole, Mr. Bellamy's got this one quite easily.
And that one will drop. And in today's event, thus far,
Best I can hope for is
and time for the 13th here.
to get even here.
And nicely done, looking like we'll have some fairway here.
But like I said, first day back on the game, so I'm yours going to be a tad rusty.
And about 210 to the pin from here. This is the 3 iron, I believe. Well, this one's still quite far away, but it is definitely on the green. Ooh, and it just doesn't drop.
No, none of my shots have been today.
And this putt is for par. Yeah, that one's right in the cup. And currently sitting at 4 over for the day after that hole. Okay, let's see what this tee shot has in store on the 14th. Phenomenal power on that one. Ooh. And currently sitting at +2 for the day. And he's also tied for 7th on the leaderboard. I think you'll like that. Here's a 9 iron. All right, and the putter's coming out now. And about 8 feet to the cup. And that one goes for birdie. And he's going to move up on the leaderboard after that one. And now setting up on the par 3.
Honestly, I think that gets me there. I'm going to play this with a bit of D-loft. Nasty swing line.
And heading for the green. And this putt's for birdie. Ooh, and it just misses. This one's about 7 feet away. And that one's going to go for par. And with that, he finds himself tied for
So
the
had
top
we
spot.
not cocked up that hole, we could
And
have
let's see
been
what the
fairly
17th has in
decent.
store. And I think he will like that. And from about 120 yards out.
Oh, that's going to be well short.
And this one's for birdie. And that one will drop. And that one's going to bring him down to even par. And now, teeing up for the final hole of the round. Going with the hybrid here.
Nasty swing line. And we could have finished that.
Well, it's not on the top of the list of best approach shots today. Bit too much club on that. And this next putt for a final round score of 73.
I'll definitely be back to play this course again.
Drop. And ladies and gentlemen, he will be the winner.
Alright guys,
here today.
that is
come to
all for today, but
he's got to just be so proud of himself.
Well, all for now anyway. I may be back later on with the designer series,
folks.
if not today, most likely
So
tomorrow.
And as always, we will see you next time.
For a designer series. Till then guys, take care.